Okay, I've gone back to movie mode now. Now I can still hear sound. Oh, that theory's busted then. So, I don't know, but you may actually be able to find a polypomflex down in one of these things that gets a little bit wetter later on in the season. But I've never really come down here in bloody late October. Oh, it's good, fellas, but, frustratingly good. Yeah. Oh, well, it's coming in, the weather's coming in. I think we're just... And I'm on 29 minutes for some reason. So it's like those 3 or 4 clips that I started with back there. Haven't even... Oh, hopefully they've made it to the card. I don't know what's going on, fellas. Unless it's sectioning off the things in different sections or something. Oh, it looks like you've got a... Is that a young xanthoria? Or something else that's coming up through there? We work out how quickly we can get back to the car and then get down to Blewett Springs and have I think we're going to have to get a shifty on though. I'm just having satay tonight. Because I did schnitters last night. And yeah, they put bloody chicken salt on the bloody chips. We had a couple of young lasses there. They didn't even ask what sort of salt you wanted. So they just turned up with chicken salt on them. I should have, but what with my poor memory sort of thing, what was I think I saw on Fat Slags the other night. What was it? It's not my memory, it's recalling or something. It's not that I forgot, I didn't recall it or something like that. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Blue Honeymoon episode, the long Blue Honeymoon, like 45-minute long episode. I really enjoyed that one with Roy Chubby Brown in it as a guest sort of star in it. It's animation, of course. I don't know if it's clay animation. It's some sort of animation, but it's really well done. Yeah. If you gave them more money, it'd be up there with Wallace and Gromit sort of thing. It would be nice to see what Nick Park could do with it, yeah, with the concept anyway. Another orchid there. But yeah, as I said, that tickled old Ernie, that one. The Blue Honeymoon episode, I quite like that one. You might want to look it up. It's a bit blue. So yeah, I don't know whether you'll be able to get it in your country on YouTube. If you live in some sort of, owl snake dog country. It might be banned or something like that, So anyway, hopefully you might find a pig in there later on the season. I said occasionally you do find a pig in there, so you never know. I'll pay more attention to them in future because it might be a slightly different form, out here on the other side of the. Because as we know, some things can't actually cross, waterage. Like Payfolia can, but Whittaker can't or something. Or I got it round the wrong way. You'd have to go back and look at the old clips when I was more compos mentis sort of thing. Trust those clips more than you trust these ones. So and I said, yeah, fellas, I've been working too hard on the flight trap. I've shown you the evidence today. They're nice, but they're not as good as they have been in previous seasons. Yeah, as I said, we're on. It's the 16th or 17th year of from the glaucus there to colour there. Look at the way the leaves sort of covering itself up. As I said, when it gets really flooded and wet, they'll lift their leaves up from the ground. So something you probably, I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but in the wild, when they get, there's a heavy rain and they get flooded, you go out a few hours later, you'll see the leaves have lifted themselves off the ground, sort of thing. So whether they're still trying to trap things, or what other reason would you have for lifting your leaves off the ground? I mean, that's quite a lot of movement for the whole plant to every single leaf lifted up from the ground, Or is it because over time with evolution, after a heavy rain, there's lots of insects that come out and fly around with the water and everything, and that's the time to catch them. So if you've got your leaves off the ground in the air, sort of thing, and how does that fit into the so-called, if they're above the ground, they don't have tentacles, they don't have ribbon tentacles with snap heads or something else. How does that fit into that sort of theory with a plant that can lift its leaves off the ground? Is that a good point? It's a subtle point, I'll grant you that, What are we at? 6 minutes, so maybe we'll end the clip with just getting back to the car, running out a little bit longer than normal, and then start a new clip driving down to Blewett Springs, I think. Though, and maybe I should try changing the notch down to 1 notch in the car for the drive down. How about that? Okay. So we've got 23 minutes. That should be enough, surely. 23 minutes. A 5-minute drive down. 5 minutes out the car. Look around. If there's nothing, well, just have a quick squeeze around. If there is something, well, we'll spend 10 minutes on it, I mean, can't say better than that. So, I would have thought we would have had some more pelties down here like we normally do, but as I said, maybe it's just, well, last year and the year before we had really cold very early on, didn't we? We had like, was it 9 degrees or something out at Kaipo in, was that early May or something? Yeah, it was something crazy like that, We would normally get the coldest nights around about sort of. Yeah, I suppose we could do that one another time, but I haven't got the energy, fellas, these days. I'm still waiting for Stuart McPherson to fall off a mountain, Because, I'm just looking at the statistics, the more mountains you do, the more chance you have of falling off a mountain, right? It's just statistically inclined that way. Okay, where's my bloody keys? They're in here. In here, fellas. Hopefully. So, if we can get out and get them without wasting too much footage. What time is it?
3:53 p.m.
Okay. Well, there's the Sunnage, and on the other side there is the other side of the gorge, which is over there. And we did want to walk down there, but I don't think we made it this year, fellas. The season just wasn't normal. I don't think we had a real normal season for, wow, a good number of, since 99, I think. If not long. So, okay. Over and out, and we'll start a new clip driving out, okay?